Hello, this is Lucky, Mr. Lucky, and today we're going to try making zero carb ice cream. That's what I said, zero carb. Well, it might have two carbs in it, but we'll see. So what the deal is the internet is full of these people taking one of these, a mason jar, and making ice cream. And what they want you to do is fill this up a little bit, shake it up for like half an hour, and then put that in the freezer to make ice cream. Well, first off, all you're doing when you shake it up is you're adding air to the mixture, right? I mean, that's it. And that's pretty much what an ice cream churn does too, is it adds air to the mixture. So then I use, and I've made this several times, it's really, really good. Total carbohydrate, zero carbs. That's right. Heavy whipping cream. Yeah, the best ice cream is supposed to have like a lot of butter fat. Well, you don't get no more butter fat than this. Then all you need is a little bit of fine salt. I use this. And swerve. And a squirt of stevia. Actually, it's 2 tablespoons of swerve. And you use the powder, the confectionery, which works out great. And then I like coffee ice cream, so what I add to mine, I get this concentrated, you can use anything, but I use this concentrated cold brew coffee, which doesn't take a lot, so you're not adding a lot of water to it. And that's it. But rather than use this stupid thing and shake it up forever, I put it is whipping cream, and what do you do with whipping cream? You whip it. And I have half of this container, just eyeballing it, half of this container in here, and we're going to whip it up now. You don't want to turn it into whipped cream. Let me turn that off so I can talk. You don't want to turn it into whipped cream. You just want to get it close to whipped cream, where it's pretty much got a lot of air added to it. So here we go. And I like to do this in the sink. And depending on how you do it, sometimes if you over whip it a little bit, it's more erudite. And if you under whip it, yeah, you may have to take a knife to kind of chisel it out of the bowl a little bit. But it's crispy, tasty stuff. The consistency is what you have some trouble with sometimes. But you can see now, it's not whipped cream, but it's made the volume bigger. We're going to go a little bit more. And add air. In fact, I've heard stories about ice cream companies, when they want to make more profit, they just simply add more air to their ice cream mix. So they're selling you a lot of air. Or if the company gets sold and suddenly they go, hey, we got to make a lot of profit on this thing, they just add more air to your ice cream that you're buying. Kind of like potato chip bags where, sold by weight, not by volume. Some settling may have occurred. You end up with a half a bag of potato chips. Well, the other half of the bag is profit. Or so I think. What do I know? All right, we're getting there. See now, it's getting a little fluffy. It's not whipped cream, that's for sure, but it's getting a little fluffy. All right, so we stop here. Put that down. Pick this up. Get that out of the way. We're going to put 2 spoonfuls of swerve. It can be heaping. Heaping's good. I don't know why it works this way, but 2 things of swerve and then a squirt of the stevia. And somehow it doesn't have that, probably a big squirt of that, doesn't have that aftertaste of artificial sweetener when you mix them like that. And a little bit of salt, because salt will help bring out the flavor of anything. And then I just eyeball the coffee flavor. And if you don't like coffee flavor, I guess you could put anything there. You could put mint. You can get low-carb chocolate. You can get all kinds of stuff. But I like the coffee flavor. It's always been my favorite ice cream. Now we're just going to mix it, we're just going to put it again. Let me put a little bit more coffee in there. That ought to do it. And I found out also if you use, I'll turn this off on top. If you use like coarse salt, it'll never melt because this is cold mix you're putting it in. So use the fine salt, and then you don't have to worry about it too much. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a lovely color. We'll put that down. Now all you do is cover it with some Glad wrap or saran or whatever plastic wrap you have. Put it in the freezer. And sometimes I can't wait. After just a couple hours, I'll just pull some out and eat it. Almost like soft serve ice cream. But this beats the heck out of doing what they're trying to have you do on the internet nowadays, is make it in one of these jars. And I don't have to worry about the jar possibly breaking in the freezer as the stuff freezes. That's it. Thank you so much.